We've made loads of videos over the years on both real and fake football shirts. Everyone's got an opinion on them. Some people feel like they've been forced to go down the fake football shirt route due to the ever-increasing cost or price of the modern day football shirt. The pressure of the kids is too much, will satisfy them with a fake. Whereas others feel morally wrong in supporting this counterfeit industry. They feel like if they were to buy a football shirt like this, they'd be funding gang crime, which I guess is true. However, a new tactic over the last week or so was introduced to try and scare you guys away from buying fake football shirts like these, because they got the fire brigade involved. Oh yes, the firemen would set fire to these shirts and show you how very, very, very dangerous it is to own a fake football shirt. The real ones, no problem, your house might go up in flames, but do not fear. Your genuine Mizuno Bochum shirt will survive the fire. It will be just fine. Today, of course, we're opening up more DH Gate football shirts, which I guess, judging from the advice of the fire brigade, ladies and gents, is incredibly risky because I'm filming this in the man cave, basically a glorified shed. And as you know, if they go up in flames, essentially, we're fucked. So today, 5 shirts we're opening. I've ordered more, we've got more to come, as well as a genuine football shirt video. I did go to Classic Football Shirts in Manchester the other day. I got a couple of modern day boxes, so I filmed that video, as well as opening some vintage mystery shirt boxes, also from Classic Football Shirts, the website. And before I open this very first one, the 26-27 AC Milan home, I've got to say I've spent most of the day today at the hospital. As you probably know, I had a car crash a few weeks ago, suffering with a bit of the old whiplash, and the neck is incredibly, incredibly tight. So I'm dosed up, I'm smacked off my tits on painkillers, but if I do look a little bit hunched over, that's why. So here we go, not that you care, let's get this bloody football shirt open, and it will not stop me from doing a catwalk in each of these shirts. You love it when we stick the Shawn Michaels theme tune on and we try on each and every one of these shirts. Now this feels really nice, feels nice and light in terms of material. Now I don't know if you can tell on camera, is that the fan version or is it the player version? Well, you'll know straight away if we do a little close-up here. This is the heat pressed badge. You've got the star above, really nice actually, that's done really well. Looks pretty good to me. So this is of course the player version, the authentic version, despite not being an authentic shirt. Oh, that does feel a little bit different. Now I don't want to give away what I got in one of my mystery shirt boxes, but we did get a Puma shirt in there, or at least one Puma shirt, and that felt a little bit different. This feels a little bit plasticky. Normally with a heat pressed Puma, it doesn't quite feel like that. So that's the first thing I've noticed. But again, to the naked eye, to you guys watching right now, could you tell that was a fake? I mean, you could again tell from the sizing I've gone for 2XL. Always go 2 sizes bigger than you would in a genuine shirt. Again, I'm not sure Puma fit a lot looser than, for example, this Mizuno one, which is actually an XL in a genuine shirt. Obviously all brands fit a little bit differently. I do prefer this AC Milan shirt. I hate it when they get too creative with the stripes and try and do all these fancy designs. This is your this is your normal standard stripes. Very nice. Again, nice little detail there. You can see as well, from Milan to the world, written. That's another giveaway with a fake shirt as well. I do feel like the stitching is always loose on a fake shirt. Look at that. Wouldn't get that on a genuine shirt. Not a big fan of loose stitching, guys. So again, we're going to try that on in a moment. Before we move on to the next shirts though, we'll do all the little try-ons at the end of the video, I think. Before we move on to the next one, which is a 26-27 Wolves shirt. Obviously Wolves playing in the Championship this season. A beautiful shirt. You might have noticed from the intro, we've got 2 Rangers shirts, of course. One being real and one being fake. Now, I know I did an intro and I lifted one of them up. Which one was it? I can't even remember. But again, I wasn't pointing to the real deal, or was I? Because what I want you to do, guys, is take a look at both of these right now. Keep in mind which one you think is real and which one you think is fake. And we'll revisit this towards the end of the video and tell you which one's real and which one's fake. And we'll give away clues along the way. The first thing you can see there is this one has a slightly smaller sponsor than that one. That's your first little clue. Next shirt, let's open up this absolutely beautiful Wolves shirt, which I'll probably give to my stepdad because he is a Wolves fan. Now, I've ordered 2XL, as I said, 2 sizes up. And it of course is a throwback, a kind of anniversary shirt, and it's one very similar to one from the mid-90s when they reverted back to the crest rather than the modern day Wolves badge. Now I did get a fan version for this. They didn't actually do the player versions when I ordered this quite a while ago, but you can see the detailing in this already. I mean, just look at that detailing within the shirt. Fake football shirts really have come a long way since those days where we'd go to Mallorca on holiday and go and buy a fake Barcelona shirt. Look at that. And again, if you're unsure what that detailing is on the shirt, it's again the crest all the way over the badge, all the way over the shirt, should I say. Midnight is a sponsor, not too bad. Incredibly nice shirt. Now I don't know how this is going to fit. I think the real ones do fit a little tighter. I got a feeling this is going to be a little bit baggy in the 2XL. Sometimes with the fake shirts as well, they don't take off things like this from the printing. They leave them on. I don't know if they do that in a lazy way or it's just to protect whatever's printing there. But as you can see, Wolverhampton Wanderers celebrating 150 years. It does have actually inside, that's good detailing as well, even though it's a 2XL. You've got the normal badge, Sudo, very, very well detailed. Another one of those. Yeah, not bad at all. Again, get involved in the comments below, guys. Let me know what you're rating these shirts out of 10, just from first impressions alone. Those two, not too bad. 2 down, 3 to go. Of course, with the side-by-side comparison of the Rangers shirt. Now, after that World Cup, I know we went a little bit quiet towards the end, but our king, our English king, King Kane, Mr. Harry Kane, I'm not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Bayern. I don't dislike them by any means. I just kind of get a bit sick of them winning every Bundesliga, apart from a couple of years ago, of course. As you know, with that said though, I'm incredibly happy for Harry. So I did get myself a Bayern Munich home shirt, which I think we'll all agree is a lot nicer than their previous one with the smudged stripes. Incredibly ugly previous home shirt. This is a real beauty, really, really nice. And I was actually tempted to buy this as a genuine shirt. So again, if you want to see another side-by-side comparison, guys, let us know in the comments, because I'd quite happily buy the real deal for this. Now again, you can tell from the badge, heat pressed, not embroidered, which means it is a genuine player version. And the printing's done pretty well. I also feel, again, the printing does give away a fake shirt compared to a real shirt. The printing is one of the first things that goes. And normally I wouldn't have got printing. I'd always advise not to get printing on your fake football shirts because it will just peel off most of the time. And again, in a real shirt, you're not just going to put it in a really hot wash in the washing machine. You've got to treat them with care. And of course, you've got Bayern's little catchphrase up there. I love all those details. This is your detailing from the size. What did I order? Oh, I ordered a 3XL in this, actually. I went one size bigger. I thought I like my shirts a little baggier now as I'm getting older, a little bit fatter. And of course, I've just noticed as well, I also got the Champions League patches, which actually feel nice. They're actually the foamy ones. They're not the plastic ones. Look at that. That is really nice. Exactly as you'd get on your old school 1990s shirts. It's even got the UEFA Foundation, again in that foaminess. People always ask, can you link us to the sellers of these shirts? And again, it's a real fine line when you make these videos, because you don't want to celebrate a dodgy industry, and you don't want to kind of put work towards these people who, again, we know very little about. So all you got to do is just make your own decisions, guys. Go on sites like DHgate, whack in Bayern 26, 27. Go with the ones with the most, the highest rated ones, or the ones that have sold the most shirts. I always do that, you know, somewhere between a 4.5 and a 5 rating, along with lots of sales, normally pretty trustworthy. And I think this seller's done really well. Again, a bit controversial. A lot of people aren't too keen on the Adidas thick stripes this year. I actually think they're not too bad. Really nice. Look forward to trying that on. And this is quite unusual. I've just noticed this, by the way. The Allianz sleeve sponsor has loads of QR codes in the sleeve. Is that normal? Very, very strange. I think it's time to go back to Italy. And again, Italy, most of Italy, unless you are a Juve fan, most of them do really hate Juventus. It's a little bit like in Holland or the Netherlands. Every time I've got an Ajax scarf up or an Ajax jacket, a lot of the Dutch viewers that watch this channel kick off, basically. Everyone hates those at the top, I guess. But what you can't hate, regardless of what you think of Juventus, is this bloody shirt. Look at that. Now, I think it was last year's the one when they had a little bit of pink on the home shirt. I thought that was nice. And again, you've got one of those things. So again, I've gone, is it 2XL? Yeah, 2XL on this one. And again, you've got the thick stripes like the Bayern one. This feels really, really good quality. Feels top notch actually. So again, you've got the heat pressed Adidas on there. That feels really good. And the badge, again, I do prefer the old Juve badge. I'm not a fan of all this modern day corporate logo stuff that looks good on social media. Give me an old school crest, which I think is why I love the Wolves shirt so much. But what a beautiful shirt. Absolutely fantastic. I look forward to wearing these. I genuinely think that's one of the best ones out of all of them. The Bayern one was good, but that doesn't look fake at all. I know I'm not a football shirt connoisseur, but look at the detailing within that. Absolutely fantastic. Right, one more time. Let's give you one more clue before we... oh, that is the last one, before the Rangers one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, let's check out both of these Rangers shirts and try and get you to pick the right one. Let's take a closer look at these two. You know what, guys? I'm actually not going to insult your intelligence. Just look at those two side by side. Again, close examination. Really, I think it's quite obvious which one's the real and which one's the fake. Let's look at the first giveaway. We said sponsor versus sponsor. And again, ignore the creases, whether it's real or whether it's fake. One's been opened just right now, the other one has been opened for a while. And again, that might give it away if you're a subscriber of the channel. But as well as the sponsor, look how bad the Umbro badges are. So that's the one. And that's the other. And I think you can tell from the way I'm speaking, that's the one Rangers badge. That's the other one. That really is one of the most poor fakes I think we've bought in a while on the channel. Not good at all. And I think unless you've worked it out, you can probably tell over here actually, you've got one of those plastic things on. Official Umbro product. No, you're not, mate. That is definitely the fake one, guys. So that's the fake. That's the genuine article. And again, genuine one, I've gone for a large. The fake one, I've gone for a 2XL. So again, they've got some things quite similar. They've got the stripes relatively correct. They've got the position in which the badge and the Umbro is supposed to be positioned, I guess, fairly correct. But just look at it. I mean, even the collar. A lot of people have said as well in previous videos that the collar is often a giveaway. Look at the fake collar and then look at the genuine collar, because the genuine one, I mean, really, that Rangers shirt is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the best home shirts they've had in a while. So I had to get this. Obviously I did get the Celtic one as well as part of a video, but let's just compare what they look like from the back. So another massive giveaway. Just look at the difference between the back of the genuine one, which by the way is a slightly different shade of blue, I think, compared to this one. But again, sponsor fairly correct, but just look at the lion at the top here. Again, slightly crap collar. Look at the tiny genuine lion up here and the incredibly crisp real collar. That's what it should look like, and that's what the fake one looks like. Seems a little wider and a little baggier as well, and I must say that both of them are the fan versions. This did cost 85 quid, and no way was I going to spend more than that on a player version, but it is still an absolutely beautiful shirt. So sleeve sponsors, this is the real one, this is the shade of blue, and this is the fake one. Again, a slightly darker blue, not quite as vibrant. The sponsors aren't too far off, are they? They're not too dissimilar. But look at the size of the cuffing on the sleeves, nice and tight on here. We've got this huge big cuffing on the fake one, and it's the same with the collar at the top, a little bit too oversized. I feel bad for the Scottish. They've really taken no care in replicating one of, possibly the, Celtic fans will go wild, biggest clubs in the league. Okay, so if buying fake football shirts isn't bad enough, look what I've done. I put the Rangers shirts next to the Celtic flag. Definitely don't do that again, Roy. Let's crack on the shirts. Let's do the catwalk. So ladies and gents, cue the Shawn Michaels music. a little less energetic in my modelling today, guys. I'm sure I'm sure you're a little bit disappointed with that effort, but let's finally compare. What do these real slash fakes look like in comparison when you actually wear the shirt? Let's find out. So obviously this is the fake. It's got the bigger sponsor. It's slightly creased. It does actually fit really nicely. And this is my argument again. I'd mentioned when we did the England shirt video like this, when I'm drinking, when I'm out of the football, I don't want to worry about ruining like a £200 football shirt. Obviously these aren't quite that expensive, but over here we've obviously got an England shirt that I protected over here from 1998. Now we did buy a fake version of that. If you saw the previous video, I'd rather wreck the £12 one, the £15 one at most, compared to the real one. So we will be going back up to Scotland again this season to check out some games. So maybe if we see a Rangers game, we can wear this shirt and let it get covered in beer. That's my logic anyway. Let's get the genuine one on. Oh, you didn't see the back. So this is the front. Fits quite nicely. Quite loose fit in this one. And I know I'm a chubby middle-aged bloke. I'm not the ideal model for this, but I guess most people wearing football shirts probably are chubby middle-aged blokes. Now again, this really is a beautiful shirt. If you can make, again, a chubby middle-aged bloke like me look somewhat, I don't want to say toned, I wouldn't go that far, but very slimming with the vertical stripes, the cuffed arms, which again are a little bit thinner than the thick one. Yeah, really like this shirt. One of the shirts of the season for me. Well done, Rangers. That's the back. Now again, it's no coincidence that all these articles came out with the fire brigade trying to put people off buying fake football shirts, when a couple of weeks prior, during the World Cup, there was loads of articles based on the seizure of about £18 million worth of fake football shirts. They were mostly England and Scotland football shirts. That kind of says it all. In the UK, the fake football shirt market is rising year upon year. Now, when we can demonise these people, we can demonise people like myself who buy these shirts and essentially glorify them, which again, disclaimer, I'm not advocating for the sale of fake football shirts, but the true issue, it comes with a price. You know, if Adidas, Nike, Puma, if all these manufacturers actually priced these shirts accordingly, we wouldn't have this problem. It's the same reason why Sky Sports and TNT Sports aren't having an increase in subscriptions every year. People are switching over to the dodgy Amazon stick. If they actually priced accordingly, you know, there wouldn't be this problem, this dark industry that has arose. So again, I'm not justifying it, but realistically, it ain't going to go away anytime soon, because we've seen this season, even in the Premier League, so many clubs have put the prices up of their shirts just for this season alone. It's scandalous what they're charging. I mean, my local club, Cheltenham Town, for years had Area as their manufacturer. This year they've switched over to Adidas. They've got a beautiful line of shirts, but of course the shirt prices, I believe, are a little bit more expensive than they were when they had Area. So I mean, this shirt here on the sale, granted at the end of the season, cost me about 20 quid. It does look a bit like a cricket top, but for 20 quid I'll buy it. Do you know what I mean? So we need to take all this with a pinch of salt, ladies and gents. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Light-hearted entertainment. And if you are fuming because you're a Celtic fan, we've got a Celtic video coming up this week, all about the history of Celtic. We did one for Rangers last week, hence why I've done the Rangers shirts. But we do have both a real and a fake Celtic shirt over there. So we are going to do a part 2 for a video like this with more fake football shirts and a comparison with real shirts. And as I said, stay tuned. So we've also been shopping at classic football shirts. Wow, if the neck isn't getting me tired out, all this football shirt shopping certainly has. Bring on the new season. We'll be back in Germany, where again I'll be repping the Bochum stuff. Wenn lieben wir VfL. I'll see you in the next video. Up the Bochum.